explain why my accident was non-preventable. This accident occurred last January at 1200 McCormick. And I was doing a dial-ride call, and I picked up two passengers there. Very nice passengers, except one of them was very talkative. And she distracted me, and as I backed up, a dumpster collided with the bus. Now, it wasn't my fault, because the dumpster was not in its regular place. I was being distracted by the passengers. It was a cloudy day, and it was real dark out there, so I couldn't really see the thing. And I don't think the backup lights were working on the bus anyway. It's not much of an accident, because it only did about $100 damage to the back of the bus, put some dents in it. And we never even told them about the dumpster, you know, there were some dents in that, too. So I don't think it's preventable. Now I'm going to show you why it's not preventable, okay? This is 1200 McCormick here. And this red thing down here is the dumpster. When I brought the bus in, I came in like this. And the girls were standing out by this door right here. I pulled the bus up right there, stopped, they got on, they started talking to me. Now there was strong winds that day, and the dumpster, instead of being on this side of the truck door, was over on this side of the truck door. Now, I didn't notice it when I pulled in, so it may possibly have been blown up there while I was loading these passengers, because it takes about 2 or 3 minutes to load these 2 passengers up. Now normally I'd pull out and I'd just continue on and make a circle like that, but I couldn't do that because there were some cars here and there was a lot of snow here. So the only way that I could get out was to back up. I had to back up here, and normally I could have made that back up into by the truck door and then gone. But because the dumpster was blown up there or put there, I backed into the dumpster, went out, looked at the damage, saw there wasn't too much except for the dents in the bus, and then drove off. So I don't think that's preventable because it's not my fault.
Pulling up to 1200 McCormick, you can see the dumpster's out in the middle of the street. Now that's where it is sometimes, and sometimes it's in other places. I pulled the bus up by the door. The passengers came out, and as they were getting on the bus, this dumpster somehow moved. I'm not quite sure how it moved. It could have been a windy day. It could have been that it was up closer to the bus when I pulled up there originally. Passengers, the dumpster had moved somehow, and I was backing up. I was backing up slowly and safely. One of the passengers, of course, was talking to me, and I think the wind just came and just pushed that dumpster right into me. So I don't think it's a preventable accident.
I'm going to explain my accident. I had 2 accidents on ice. Neither one of them was my fault. And I want to explain both of them to you. The first accident occurred at Allen and Grand. I was doing the red route. I come across Main Street, make a right turn on Allen, and I have to make a stop before I can get on the Grand. The problem came as I was coming here. This street was icy. We had had about an inch of snow, and it was packed down, and it was icy. So this is a hard turn to make because the bus has to come out and come all the way down and make a sharp turn like that. So I came in there, and I set up, I made my stop. I had my bus stop like this. As I started to make my turn, the wheels of the bus slid up this road over the curb, and as I made my turn, the bus came in contact with the stop sign. And I think that it isn't my fault because the road was so icy that the bus just slid right up over the curb onto there. And so that one wasn't my fault. The other accident I had was by the old garage at the gravel road. And there, we do a brake test. We're always supposed to check our brakes every time we pull a bus out. I was pulling out on a Saturday afternoon. The road was solid ice. There was a little ditch between the railroad tracks and the gravel road, but it was all covered with snow and ice. So I came out of the garage, got up to about 25 miles an hour. This distance from here to here is about 400 or 500 feet. Got up to about 25 miles an hour, made a full brake application, stepped on the brakes because I wanted to see if they pulled to the left or right. And the bus slid over here through the snow and ended up on the railroad tracks like that. I don't think that's my fault either, because that wasn't preventable. Because the reason is I was doing everything that I had been told to do. I come out of the garage, I get up to speed, and I check my brakes. Even though it's a gravel road and it's icy, I was checking my brakes to see how they worked. They didn't work too good because they didn't stop the bus, and I ended up on the railroad track. We were lucky because when the train was coming, he saw us and they were going slow, so he stopped at about here. So we didn't have any much damage other than when the tow truck pulled the bus and damaged the bumper and the underside of the bus to get it out. So I don't think that was really too bad because the train didn't hit us and I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was just following.